Jason here has a YouTube channel and I've been following him for a little while. We actually got together and we were jamming tonight. We were filming the entire thing. Towards the end, before the last two songs, I realized I wasn't recording the audio, just the video. I don't want to bring you down with what I'm gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
But my biggest nightmare happened tonight.
Do what now?
My biggest nightmare happened tonight.
Oh, no, what happened?
I forgot to click the record button the entire time.
So wait, that wasn't recording?
That was recording. This wasn't. He gave me the idea to talk about the recording and stuff, so I'll be talking about this on this video. This is what I used to record the audio at my live shows, the Zoom H6. I also use it to record the audio at my in-studio videos, like this one right now. I also use it to capture sounds for my cinematic videos. Easy to use, reliable. I choose to plug it in all the time so I don't have to keep replacing batteries. But if I was to disconnect it right now, it will still record 4 tracks, whether it's XLR or 1/4 inch. It takes an SD card, it has a line out, headphone, built-in speaker, even a tripod mount. Why do you need something like this to capture the audio at your live shows? Can you just use a microphone from your camera? We were only recording with this Sony mic, which is not a bad microphone.
Right, that's a good mic.
And you also had a microphone right here, the Rode.
Yeah.
So I mean, we had good audio, but not
Pristine,
the best.
right?
They're not pristine because everybody knows the best way to record a live band
The direct
it's
band, yeah.
it's to have a little bit of the direct line out from your mixer. The bands that you listen to, all the CDs you have, all the tracks you listen to in Spotify. If you want to sound like that, then you need something like this, because then you're capturing the audio as it's coming from your mixer. To capture the audio at my show with Jason Stallworth when he came to jam, I did the easy route because there's 2 ways in which you could record the audio. One of them would be to just come out of the main out on your mixer and plug it into any of these channels, which is what I did. And this is gonna sound good. But if you want more versatility, if you want more control, then you can be recording your guitar separate from your microphone. I'm gonna be able to edit this track separately on Logic and then bounce or export a final track that is perfectly mixed and perfectly edited with the right compression and EQ on each of the tracks. Let me give you a quick rundown on how I make my connections at the gig. So basically my guitar is connected to a synthesizer and then to a few effects, and that goes to the loop station. Now the signal from the loop station is a stereo signal, so there's 2 1/4 inch plugs that go into my mixer, channel 1 and 2 on my mixer. Now to take that signal out of the mixer and into the Zoom H6, I use the auxiliary send outputs on the mixer. I configured it so that way track 1 goes into auxiliary send 1 and track 2 on the mixer goes to auxiliary send 2. That way I can plug these auxiliaries into track 1 and 2 on the Zoom H6. When activating track 1 and 2, I click them at the same time. That way it creates one stereo track with both inputs versus 2 separate tracks. So I call this my guitar stereo track. Now I need my microphone track. Unfortunately, my mixer doesn't have an auxiliary send 3, which means I have to find another way to take the signal from the microphone into the Zoom H6. And the way I did this is by buying an Amazon XLR splitter. And with this, I can split that signal. One, it's plugged into the mixer in channel 3, and the other one is plugged into channel 3 on the Zoom H6. At this point, I have a high quality recording of my live shows. There's one thing missing. You gotta get the sound from the crowd. You wanna capture that you were at a live setting. And to do this, I use the stereo capsule that comes with the H6. And I point it at the crowd and I leave it recording along with my guitar and my microphone tracks. And later on, I can use it on my videos. For example, when I finish a song, I bring that track up so you can hear all the clapping and people having fun. And then when I go into playing my song, I call it the ambience track. I can bring it down. And here's one more thing I do at my live shows to capture better the live performance, and that is to wear a wireless microphone. I bought the DJI mic. The receiver of this microphone is actually plugged into input 4 on the Zoom. So that way I also have that track available so I can blend it in the parts where I have to talk to someone or somebody talks to me. How you doing?
request?
Of course, anything for you except money. Now that you know how I record my shows and how I make my connections, I'm just gonna finish up by giving you a few pointers. Always make sure your levels are set properly at -12 dB. For me, this takes about 2 songs. I play my first song and I keep monitoring that my levels don't go past -12, and if they do, I just lower them a little bit. By the second song, it's pretty much set properly, all of them, including the ambience track. If you're using this audio for your YouTube videos like I do, edit the guitar and voice on Logic or whatever software you use without the ambience and without the wireless microphone. You call it something like main audio, so you can bring that main audio into your video editing software and you can create a multicam clip using your different camera angles and your main audio. And in this multi-camera clip, you can also add 2 more angles. One will be your wireless microphone and the other one your ambience track. That way, when you're editing your video, you can switch back and forth between the different audios and you can mix them back and forth. Back to you, Jason.
We killed it tonight, you know?
Yeah, it was so fun. Check out his channel.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, and dude, thank you so much again. I had a blast tonight. This was so much
Thank you, brother.
fun.